Hey, travel lovers! Ever dreamed of island hopping across Indonesia's incredible 17,000 islands? Imagine diving in Raja Ampat or boating in Lake Toba. Getting around used to be a slow boat. A boat trip could take days. But that's all changed thanks to rising incomes. Air travel is booming in Indonesia. Millions of young Indonesians are taking to the skies for the first time. Indonesia's aviation market is one of the fastest growing in the world. Here's why. More affordable flights. People have more money to travel, and airlines are offering competitive rates. More airports. Indonesia has almost 700 airports, including many new ones, making it easier to get to different destinations. More airlines. There are lots of choices, from budget carriers to full-service airlines. Ready to explore? Let's break down the airlines. The first category is low-cost carriers, or LCCs. These are airlines like Lion Air that focus on offering cheap rates. They might charge extra for things like meals and baggage, but they'll get you where you're going for a great price. Second category is full-service carriers, or FSCs. These airlines, like Garuda Indonesia, offer a more traditional flying experience with included meals and baggage allowance. They might be a bit more expensive, but they provide more comfort and amenities. Third is other carriers. This includes regional airlines that connect smaller islands and airlines with specific focus, like Sushi Air, which serves remote areas. We'll be diving deeper into these categories with airline recommendations based on your travel style and budget. Dominating the skies are two big players. Lion Air Group, the king of cheap flights. Lion Air leads the pack with crazy low fares. They have subsidiaries like Batik Air. Think budget with a touch of class. Super Airjet, even cheaper, and Wings Air for shorter hops. Second group is Garuda Indonesia, the fancy flyer. Indonesia's national airline offers a premium experience with award-winning service. Don't want to break the bank? Check out CityLink, their budget-friendly subsidiary. Lion Air isn't messing around. They hold the record for the most planes ever ordered. Seriously, hundreds, making them the Indonesian travel king with a whopping 7% market share. But Garuda Indonesia isn't giving up. They might be losing ground domestically, but they're still a major international player. Their flight attendants are known for being amazing, and their planes are super reliable. It's a battle for the skies. And beyond the giants, don't forget other cool airlines like Sriwijaya Air, Nam Air, Indonesia Air Asia, Pelita Air, Transnusa, and Sushi Air. All have their specialties, catering to different routes and budgets. Before we start reviewing the videos, please note, they have the same format, focusing on the experience of check-in at the airport desk, waiting and boarding, takeoff punctuality, seating comfort, food and beverage, if any, in-flight entertainment or Wi-Fi, if any, toilet cleanliness, and arrival punctuality. The video creators fly globally and report frequently. They are not your casual passenger. They have a wide perspective on air travel. So let's begin with the low-cost carriers. Part A, the low-cost carriers. The first video is titled On Board the World's Most Notorious Airline, Lion Air. It was published a year ago by Noel Phillips. And the flight is from Jakarta to Pangkal Pinang, which is 1 hour and 30 minutes. The cabin crew was fantastic. The legroom was cramped on the Boeing 737, but he was offered to move. That's the summary. The second video is titled Troop Review, My Love-Hate Relationship with AirAsia. It was published 2 years ago by Johan's Travel. And the route is from Denpasar to Jakarta, which is 2 hours. It said their website had issues in booking tickets that combined hotels. The website also said that preloaded meals were unavailable. Wrong. The prices for tickets and food are cheap. See the video. The windows were scratched and dirty, Wi-Fi was free but had connection issues. The food arrived preheated in a bag to enjoy later. It was as delicious as ever over the years flying on AirAsia. Next video is titled Reviews, CityLink's new A3330neo, Fine Dining on a Low-Cost Airline, published 4 years ago by Josh KL. The flight was from Jakarta to Denpasar, which is 2 hours. The pre-ordered dining experience was highly recommended. The standard fare was also good. The lovely crew made for a great flight. The next video is titled Trip Report, Nam Air Economy, Boeing 737-500 from Pangkalan to Jakarta, published 1 month ago by Troy Santuli. Pangkalan to Jakarta, 1 hour and 15 minutes. The window by the seat was dirty and hard to see outside. The sweet egg custard pastry was good. The next video is titled Indonesia's Worst Airline, Super Airjet, published 7 months ago by Josh Kale. The route was from Denpasar to Jakarta, which was 2 hours. The check-in took 2 hours. The plane sat on the runway for 45 minutes without air conditioning. The plane is older than 10 years, having flown in India on Indigo Airline. Every seat was filthy and worn out. The Wi-Fi was free but did not work. There were no snacks or meals that you could buy in flight. The arrival time was scheduled at 3 p.m., but the plane landed just before sunset at 6 p.m. So let's go to the next part, which is part B, full service carriers. The first video is titled Flight Review, Garuda Airlines from Jakarta to Bali, Denpasar, and back again. Economy class. Published 7 months ago by Matt's Planet. Jakarta to Bali is 2 hours and back the next day. Garuda is a member of SkyTeam, but there were difficulties transferring frequent flyer miles from and to other airlines. Even though this was the economy class, a tasty meal and entertainment were provided. The other 8 airline choices were cheaper, but Garuda's website was the easiest to use. The flights were punctual. Next video is titled Flying the Only First Class Route on Garuda's Indonesia's 777 from Jakarta to Amsterdam. Published 5 months ago by Patrick Hughes. Jakarta to Amsterdam takes 14 hours. It was an excellent flight, exceeding Etihad, which is considered the world's best. This is a long flight review video. It's a pleasure to watch to see what excellent service can be. The next video is titled Flew an Airline with a 1-star safety rating. Here's what happened on Sriwijaya. Published 1 year ago by Noel Phillips. Jakarta to Pangkal Pinang, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes and back. The 737 was old. The flight was short, so it offered only snacks and water. Other than that, fine. The next video is Batik Air as bad as people say? 6 hours on a low-cost 737. Published a year ago by Noel Phillips. It was from Brisbane to Denpasar, which is 6 hours and 30 minutes. It was great value for money. Breakfast was spicy chicken and rice. Quite good, he said. The new 737 MAX 8 is now safe. The plane is quiet and comfortable. The service was great. The next video is titled Transnusa Airlines. 8B5A9, Manado to Denpasar, Bali. MBC to DPS, economy class. Published 12 days ago by Jerry Chocolates. Manado to Denpasar is 2 hours and 40 minutes. The pre-booked meal was okay and affordable. The cabin crew was friendly and efficient. So let's go on to part C. Part C, other carriers. First video is regional flight in Indonesia, Wings Air, DPS to LOP, IWI 91962. Published 1 year ago by Young Aussie Flyer. Flight was from Denpasar to Lombok International, which is 50 minutes. The short flight experience was good, but the crew's English was hard to understand. The next video is titled Pelita Air Bali to Jakarta Airbus 320 economy class. Published 7 months ago by Window Seat Flyer from Denpasar to Jakarta, which is 2 hours. The experience was good. Sandwich was served, which was nice for a hybrid airline. The final video is titled Life as a Pilot in Indonesia. Air Pressure, Episode 4, Masusi Air. Published 1 year ago by OMG Stories. A different kind of flying, short runways on cloud-covered jungle mountains. That was quite a few videos we reviewed. By its nature, all the videos, except for Sushi Air, had roughly the same format. How much variation can you have with reporting flights? Not much. The next video will be on something with more variety. You know that Bali is famous as a tourist destination, right? If you follow this channel, you know that Bali is also a digital nomad hub. In the next video, I want to show you that Bali generates wealth outside of tourism and remote work. Bali exports products. What are they? We'll see in the next video. If you like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.